Hey, what's up, guys? Alex from MarketWise Asia. Good to see every one of you here. The time now is 11:32 p.m. and the date today is 21st of May 2021. 大家晚上好. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, please say a hi to me in the comments. All right, so I can see quite a number of comments already. Hello, Gary. By the way, Gary, thank you for your 8 hearts. All right, appreciate it. Okay. Yep, hello Marco, hello Danny, hello Zach J, hello Manda, hello Anna, hi. Hi Marcus, you are joining me on YouTube, good to see you. Hello Ryan, hello Gabriel, good to see every one of you. Lisa, Edmund. So we'll just wait for a few moments to let some more people to stream in. So today is Friday and it's like the end of the week and coupled with work from home with HBL, home-based learning. Are you guys still surviving or not? I believe, right, quite a number of my audience is about 30 plus to 40 plus. So I believe that quite a number of views are parents. So could be parents with a toddler or parents with young kids. So maybe you can share with me, how's your experience? Are you guys still surviving this, phase 2 heightened alert or not right now, this phase right now? Are you guys okay with all your kids with the home-based learning? All right, so yep. Hello Calvin, hello Dennis, hello Yep Ming, hello Lina. Okay, so not too bad. Marcus, your not too bad is referring to the work from home and the home-based learning, is it? All right, so I believe, you guys, if you are updated with market, you should know, recently, or not recently, just a few days, the crypto had a big crash. All right, so yep, I'll go through with that later. Okay, so Ryan, I actually love seeing my kids more. That's good to hear from you. By the way, I have a 3-year-old kid, so nowadays, she doesn't like to sleep, every time at night, she will sleep at 8, 10 plus, sometimes she always call Papa, I want to do fist bump with you, I want to go shishi, I want to kiss you. So there's a number of rituals that I have to go with her, to do with her before she can eventually sleep. Okay. So, but I know, with, she's still young and, she want to find Papa and Mama. So eventually when she grows older, she might not want to find more of us anymore. So now I'll treasure this period of time, to spend more time with her and such. Marcus, no, too much screen. No, she doesn't really watch a lot of so-called mobile phone and the screen. Okay lah, I think we let her watch a bit, but not always. Okay, so yeah, okay, enough of my rambling and some of my personal updates. So about 153 people right now in this Facebook Live already. So good to see every one of you here. Let me go through, let me share my screen right now. Okay, yep, let me zoom in, let's start. All right, so Gary always tell me to remember to say my disclaimer. Thank you, bro. I always forgot. All right, so yeah, so before I get ready started, a disclaimer first. Right, whatever I share today is just for educational purpose. It's not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or sell. All right, so treat Alex as a fool, as a clown. Whatever I say is just for entertainment. Okay, cool, huh? All right, so we have about 170 people. All right, just give me a like and share around. There's only 24 like only. Liking is free. Okay, so liking also tells Facebook that you want to see more of my videos, content in the future. Because if you don't engage with me, Facebook will start showing you lesser and lesser of MarketWise Asia Facebook Live on your Facebook feed. All right, so just tell Facebook that you want to see more of me in the future, and so just give me a like and share. Liking and sharing is free, so just freely give me your like. And today agenda very simple. So let's check the market. Is the stock market correction over and has the crypto bottom up? And I also go through with you the ETF in focus. There's 2 ETF that I want to share with you. I say that the ticker start with a T and the P. I will just let you know right now. So the ETF that I'm going to share is TAN, TAN. TAN is solar, okay? Basically, PHO is pho, or not the Vietnamese pho, okay? PHO, okay? Anyway, yeah, so these two. So before I really kickstart again, so just a quick chat. How many of you actually bought the crypto, be it Bitcoin or Ethereum, during the market so-called crash? If you did, right, please say type yes in the comment. Please type yes in the comment. So do you buy any of the crypto, Bitcoin or Ethereum? If yes, please type yes in the comment, while I just take a sip of water first. All right, so today just chill. So today is a Friday, relax, and maybe I try to keep it under 1 hour if I could. Okay, if I could. All right, so hello Ethan, hello Kai, good to see you. So Samantha say yes, Richard say yes, Florence, Anthony, and but just so, why do you sell? Okay, Maurice, yes, and so Desmond. Okay, so quite a number of you actually nibble and bought some of these crypto during the crash. All right, so let's kickstart this session right now. So let's go through the market over here. I'll go through the stock market first. All right, so this is the NQ Nasdaq futures over here. So now I try not to add in my cloud, my pivot point, and the central pivot range first. So just give you a very clean view of what's happening, a long-term trend, right? So this is Nasdaq. This is a weekly time frame. This is a weekly chart. So this is starting from here, right? Is the year 2000, all right, until now. So can you see, based on the trend line that I have drawn, the Nasdaq is actually right now at a high already. Okay, nothing much has changed, but it doesn't want to come down. All right, so let's zoom into the daily time frame. All right, so I'll add in this cloud, add in the pivot, and add in my central pivot range. All right, so for those who are new to MarketWise Asia, I use the Ichimoku cloud to determine the trend, and I use the pivot points and the central pivot range to determine my support and resistance. Okay, so I will zoom in, so don't worry. All right, so you guys should be able to see. So for the stock market, I was actually waiting for it to drop, but it is very resilient. So it is not dropping. All right. So personally, okay, when the market is here, okay, I actually shorted the Nasdaq. So my stop is very tight, somewhere just about here only. All right. So I was stopped out already. So this is just a small position. So not every trade is a winning trade. So I'll just be totally transparent and frank with you. So I tried to short Nasdaq thinking that it could turn bearish, but it didn't. So actually price went up and it stopped me out. All right. And today market is down for Nasdaq is just about negative 0.3%, nothing much. Okay. For the S&P 500 futures, the ES, okay, so it is also quite firmly above the cloud and also the central pivot range. Okay, all right. For the Dow, it is the strongest among the three, so it is also above the central pivot range and also above the cloud. So to me, the market is pretty resilient. Nothing much has changed. So 就是不要下来嘞，大家 don't come down 嘞 you know what I mean. So if it doesn't want to come down, then if there is any opportunity, then I want to go in already, because there's opportunity cost if I step aside for too long, not going into the market to buy something. Then what if the market continue to head higher and doesn't want to come down? So that's the question I want to pose to you. So in my personal opinion, right, the market is indeed at a high, but it is not coming down. So my plan is very simple. So right now, if I see any, trigger, any signal that is interesting that I think I could go in, I will nibble a bit and enter into a few positions, but I won't keep stacking a lot of positions. So keep just to a few positions. Okay, you guys get what I mean. And if you want to go through the market breadth, all right, market breadth basically is to tell you the health of the whole market, right? Because all these index or indices, right, only a few companies will push up the whole index, because the index are market weighted index. So the big companies, Apple, Microsoft, all this will push up the index, but I want to see the whole market, what is it doing? All right, so let me remove this. Okay, I'll just start with the NASDAQ once again. For the NASDAQ, I think if you have been following my Facebook Live, you should hear this quite a few times already. So I want to see the percentage of NASDAQ stocks with 50 days above the moving average, and I put it to 2 years. All right, so let me chart it out over here. Marcus, funds are flowing into this big cap tech stock. Yes, you're right. So I also feel that. So for the tech, right? Can you see over here? All right. So you can treat it as an oscillator, you know, overbought or oversold. So when the market is overly bullish, you know, like this, it tend to correct. Okay. So like the 2020, the COVID crash, the COVID-19 sell-off, it is here. Overly bearish, right? Then the market will rebound again. It's overly bearish, then the market will rebound again. So right now, the NASDAQ, it is about 50%, quite okay, 50% of the stocks are above the 50-day moving average. So it's it is not really overbought already. So, and quite a number of tech stocks, as I mentioned, are down, you know, like 30, 40, 50% at kind. For example, you know, like Tesla, Teladoc is a plenty, quite a number of them, and they are beginning to starting to turn already. Hello, Stephanie, good to see you. Starting to turn already. So it is actually not that expensive right now, and they have corrected quite a bit. Okay, so it is only the S&P 500 that are not so low at the moment. So let me, I click the, I click on the ads on share investor. All right, so no 50 days above moving average over here. All right, so to me, for the S&P 500, it is actually still at a high side. About 70% is above the 50-day moving average. Hello, JJ, good to see you. So of course, I would prefer it to come down, but it is not coming down. And if I want to check the whole NYSE, the whole New York Stock Exchange, this is about, I think, about 4,000 or 5,000 stocks, I think. I'm not too sure. So let me go in 50 days. This is more of a short-term breath. Okay, so you can see not at a high and not at a low, so quite okay, but it's on the high side. All right, but as I mentioned, it is the market is very resilient and it's not coming down. So, and in fact, for tech, I'm interested to look into some of the tech stock again. Okay, so how many of you actually bought into some of these beaten down tech stock these few days? If you bought into some of them, you know, please share with me. You buy, all right, and what stocks do you buy? Just say a buy to me in the comments to do that. At least I know that you bought some of it. Okay, so I'm looking back into some of the tech stocks already. Okay, so any question on the indices so far? All right, so before I go further, right? So let's take a look at the market currently right now. What is moving the market right now? Let's go to Finviz. All right, if you're new to MarketWise Asia, post the link in the comment if this is the first time. Oops, it's not this. I zoomed at the wrong screen. Where is this? Okay. Zoom. All right. So you see on the right hand side, the market, it is mostly green, but not all. So the Apple is down, but the consumer cyclical, the consumer discretionary sector is quite a number of red, but mostly all are green. So it gives you the health of the market right now. All right, so we go to this group again, see what is the best sector right now. Let me zoom in. Okay, so today for the best sector is the financial, the banks. All right, the industry, number 2, and the energy is number 3. And the worst for today is the consumer, cyclical, and the technology. All right, the rest, you know, is like 0%, nothing much changed. Okay, so basically the top 3 is finance, industrial, and the energy. And for the Industry-wise. All right. So for today, interesting. Today, today, pollution and treatment control, heavy construction machinery. All right. Financial, marine shipping, auto parts, healthcare, oil and gas. All right. Aluminium and all this. The worst for today is education and training, apparel manufacturing, copper. Not surprisingly, because apparel, quite a number of them already run quite high already. Copper also ran pretty high also. And also let's take a look at this ETF industry. Okay, so what's running today? Let me just quickly do a refresh. Aluminium is the best for today. I zoom in over here. Then hydrogen, all right, interesting. Hydrogen, this is the hydrogen ETF. All right, so XOP, oil and gas exploration, which I have a position in. Some of these, the banks, the finance sector is running, right? So you can see that these are broker, dealer, and securities. This ETF is running. The regional banking is running. The financial service is running. KBE, the banks, ETF are running. The KCE, the capital markets are running. So you have a good idea what are the sectors and the industry that are running right now. So I can also see, right, of course, the healthcare are running also. So healthcare providers, healthcare equipment, all right, of course, what else? Infrastructure is also quite okay. In fact, for today, commodities seems quite okay also. Like for example, GSG is a commodity index, and the DBC is also a commodity index. Can you see today the ETF in focus that I'm talking about today, the PHO, or if you want to call it FER, the Vietnamese FER also can, okay? So PHO, it is running also. So by the way, this is the ETF list that I have, that I put it into my watch list. The ETF list that I have is over here. This is the list that I have. All right, so it has more than 200 ETF inside that comprises of basically the top industry, the sectors, the indices, the countries, the commodities, currencies. Basically, I think cover quite a number of things really. So basically the whole United States, there are about 2,000 plus ETF, but quite a number of them are repeated, the same industry, the same sectors, but just different companies and different issuers. So quite a number of them are repeated, all right? And quite a number of them, the AUM, the assets under management are pretty small. So I only want the big one, all right? The major ones, for example, like the top 11, the XL, something like XLE, XLF, everything. All right, so this list is free. Okay, you can keep it as a watch list, like what I did into this my own watch list over here, and at a glance, you know what is the best and what is the worst for today. So let's take a look for the worst for today is palladium. No, quite bad. All right, carbon ETF, Malaysia ETF. Okay, the blockchain. All right, so you can take a look and some of these, keep it as a watch list so that you know what is actually moving and not moving. All right, so the list is free. You can just opt in ETF sectors and industry list. Just fill your email and your name, and I will send the list to you. I will give you the link. Give me a moment. I'll give you the link in the comments. You should be able to access it. All right. Let me look through the comments now. Sean, still not quite understand the point of looking at which ETF is running today. Isn't it too late? No, Sean. Okay, so you need to keep as a watch list. So running today, right? Meaning if you keep, for example, I've been seeing the solar has been running for quite a few days already. So you know that, solar is running, right? It doesn't mean that you have to buy today. It doesn't mean you have to buy today. All right, I show you the list for today. Like for example, for today, that's the best, right? For example, XOP, right? Doesn't mean that you have to buy today. All right, the regional banking, for example, the banks, the finance sectors has been up for quite a number of times already. So you keep seeing this again and again. Let's say for 1 week, 2 weeks, for example. All right, you have a gauge that this sector, this industry is strong. Then it is up to you for a trigger. You want to buy at a pullback. For me, I will want to buy at a pullback, a correction. Then I enter. All right, not today when it's already running very high really, then you want to enter. No. So this is not what I meant that, I show this list, right? You want to buy today. No, this is just tell you what is running today. You can take a look and what is running possibly for the next few days, for the next few weeks. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Can All right. So yeah. And any questions so far on this list and this ETF? So basically, just a very quick recap. All right, for the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 and the Dow, all the three indices, it is still on an uptrend. Although I prefer them to have more correction, but it is not coming down. So my personal view is that I will, take a look at some of the position and some of the trigger, and if there are any signal that that tells me, that I will enter into a few of these positions already. So I will just continue to hold and add some new position. Right now I'm like less than just a few only. So basically not much position already. Right? So right now we have about 278 people in this Facebook Live. Okay, so quite a number of today. So are you guys more interested in my crypto sharing? So please give me a like and share, because as I mentioned already, liking and sharing is free, doesn't cost you money. Right? Please give me a like and share, and also tell Facebook that you want to engage with me and want to see more of MarketWise Asia Facebook page in the future. Because if you don't like and share or comment, right, Facebook will deem that you're not interested in MarketWise Asia Facebook Live or any other things, and they will not share and they will not show you on your Facebook feed in the near future already. All right, this is what happens to me. So sometimes I subscribe to this durian Facebook Live or those selfish one, might be one of that kind. Then they keep showing me the Facebook Live. I don't engage, I didn't like, I didn't watch anything. Subsequently, after a while, they will stop showing me the Facebook Live already. Okay, you get what I mean? So if you think I provide value and all and such, right, and want to see more of me in the future, all right, please give me a like, share, or comment to tell Facebook. Okay, so today I think crypto just diarrhea again, is it? Lao sai again, is it? All right, so Bitcoin is down 9% and Ethereum is down 12.5%. All right, so let's go to the Bitcoin chart. Okay, all right, so for those who did follow my Facebook Live, I mentioned that I sold my Bitcoin at about here. That is about 50K. All right, so I don't want to keep repeating the same thing over and over again. Basically, there's some price action that I think it is bearish. For example, 3 pushes, okay, 3 pushes up, and then price is below the cloud and also below CTR. And if you are looking on the weekly time frame, Bitcoin is actually parabolic one, okay, it's actually parabolic one. So yeah, that is the reason why I sold Ethereum. And after a few days, I did mention, after that day, I did mention that I still hold on to Ethereum and the few of the altcoins that I have, right? But just to tell you, right now, Ethereum is here. All right, Ethereum daytime frame. I actually sold on this day, the 19 May. That is the big crash day. All right. Before you say anything, I didn't sell in the evening. I sold at about 11:30 a.m. in the morning, somewhere around here. So my exit price is at about, I think about 3,150. Right? I exited at 3,150. Okay, and I didn't tell anybody until today. So in my Facebook Live previously, I said that I sold Bitcoin, but on that day itself, that fateful day, all right, that is on the 19th, 2 days ago, I sold in the morning. The reason why I sell is more like I'll be honest with you, this is more like a gut feel. Because Bitcoin, I feel on that day, 2019 already here, yeah, I feel it's like, a bit not right already. So, and because Bitcoin is still a big brother in the crypto world, whatever Bitcoin does, right, it will affect all the other altcoins and all the other coins. Basically, it is like, when Bitcoin catches, but the flu, like, everybody sneezes. Okay, so that is the reason why I sold Ethereum. All right, so I'm not holding on to any Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. So this is just want to tell you, and the few altcoins that I have, I'm still holding because the amount is not very big, so I just hold it. All right. So right now, are you guys fearful right now of the crypto price, but right now it's dropping. Ethereum is dropping 12.9% again. All right. How do you feel right now? How do you feel right now? How do you feel right now? Do you feel fearful, or do you think this is an opportunity to buy right now? Is it buy or sell? Just type buy or sell in the comments. Well, I'll take a sip of water in the comments. All right, today we are nearing about 300 people in the Facebook Live. All right, if you are joining me today, thank you for tuning in. And if you haven't liked my Facebook Live, please give me a like, share, or comments to tell Facebook that you want to engage me and see more of MarketWise Asia Facebook Live in the future. All right, because if you don't do that, Facebook will not show you anymore in the future. All right, yep. Uncertain. James, let me see the question. Just a point of interest, do you set auto limit or sold manually? I sold manually for the Bitcoin and the Ethereum. I sold manually. I didn't have a stop loss order. All right. Buy some, not fearful, no feeling. Cost like going sideways, haven't bottom. All right. So I did a opinion or a poll in the Telegram channel. So I think quite a number of, I think about 60 plus, near to 70% of you think that the sell-off is not over yet. It's not over yet. So to be honest, I'm not sure. By right, this kind of sudden sell-off. By the way, I didn't expect Bitcoin and Ethereum to have such a drastic sell-off crash in just one day. I'm expecting it to fall, but I didn't expect it to do just in one day, right? This is something I did not expect. Technically, right, is something, have such a sharp fall, right? This presents actually a good opportunity, all right? So can you see over here for Ethereum? I'll walk through Ethereum first. Based on the daily time frame, Ethereum is above the cloud, can see, and also right now hit right smack at the central pivot range. So technically, it is still on an uptrend, and by right, this is a good value area to buy into. But I need to see some further price action to have a confirmation before I think that Ethereum or Bitcoin is going to, reverse back up again. All right. So how I'm going to do this is a bit different. So I'm not sure how many of you or how many other trainer or speakers out there will share with you this kind of thing. I think different approach. All right. So I'm using this approach called the volume profile. By the way, I am not a crypto expert. I'm not a crypto expert. I'm just a trader who look at crypto because there's a price, there's chart, can see price, there's enough liquidity, then I will just trade. Okay, I'm not a crypto expert. Ask me about DeFi lah, Meta, Web lah, all this lah. Okay, some of the latest altcoin, all this I don't know. Okay, I'm basically looking at some of the common coins and the standard Ethereum and Bitcoin. Okay, all right, so let's go to the Bitcoin. I'm using something this called volume profile over here. Let me go through this. Okay, this is the over here. All right. By the way, for volume profile, it is best used in a centralized exchange. For example, there's a standard, exchange where people trade and sell at a centralized exchange, so the volume will be accurate. But because the cryptocurrencies, it is decentralized, every exchanges has its own prices and the volume and transaction, right? So I can only use the exchanges as a proxy. But if you look at different exchanges across the board, it is almost the same. All right. So for Bitcoin, I'm using this Bitstamp. Later I will share with you the comparison between different brokers. Okay, so I'm using this volume profile. Basically, volume profile, I want to see at what price there is the heaviest volume transacted. All right, as you know, retail people cannot move the market one. So you need the whales or the big boys to move the market, and when they trade in big chunk one. All right, big volume, big transaction one. All right, so by the way, TradingView, you need to have a premium account, a paid account for you to use volume profile. All right. So basically, I repeat, for those who are new to volume profile, basically, I suppose volume, you all should know that. The typical volume you guys see is here, right? Volume at time. You want to see over time, what is the volume right, over time. And normally the volume is also basically based on one day, the whole volume. But what I want to see is volume over price. Volume over price. I want to see at what price is there the heaviest and the heaviest volume, basically. Okay, I want to see at what price is there the heaviest volume transacted. So for Bitcoin, right, let me try to zoom in. The crash is on the 19 over here. 19 over here, this area over here. All right, so there are different ways to do volume profile. I have to see, right, where is the crash period? The crash period is over here, okay? From somewhere around here, right, to the bottom of the crash, just at the low over here. Okay, and then somewhere around here, I can see the volume is quite substantial also. So I need another volume profile somewhere around here. Okay, all right. So now I can see where are the at what price, you know, is that the heaviest volume. All right, so at one price I can see is over here, okay, about 4,300. 4,300. All right, another price is the heaviest volume during the crash is 3,000, about 39,000. All right, so it is about 43K. 43K, that's the heaviest volume transacted, and about 39K. 39K. Can which means the bulk of the selling happened at 43K and 39K, which means if you go zoom in over here, right, basically at the tail end over here, not much volume transacted one. Nobody sell buy that one. Basically, it's just a vacuum because there's not enough liquidity. Right? That's why price fell so sharply. Okay, so if I zoom in back to the 30-minute time frame, then can you see over here? Can you see? All right. So initially, when price rebounded over here back to the 39K area, there was a resistance over here. Price pull back a little bit, broke above the 39K. All right. Then pull back again. Now the 39K become the support once again. You know, ping pong for a while. The 39K cannot hold, and right now it is going down. All right. And of course, the next heaviest volume is at, as I mentioned, is at 43K. So that is the heaviest. These two is the heaviest volume transacted. So the big boys, the whales, I don't know. They could be buying or selling. I don't know. So basically, if you want to buy, somebody has to sell to you. You want to sell, somebody has to buy to you. Correct? Right? Okay. So it could be either way, but you know that at 43K and 39K, these are the heaviest volume. All right. If you understand what I'm trying to say, type 39K right now. 39K or 43K. Okay. 39K or 43K. All right. Hey, Albert, are you still with me? Are you still inside here? Good to see you over here. And SK is asking which platform I buy crypto. I use Gemini Exchange. Okay, so right now there are quite a number of established exchanges already. There are, you know, Binance, Tokenize, you know, Gemini. So I'm okay with that. All right. 39K. All right. So, okay. So for Bitcoin, there is a lot of overhead resistance. So right now, price fall below 39K again. And when price go back to 39K, it will face, I think, quite a strong resistance again. And when it goes back to 43K, it will have quite a number of resistance. Okay, basically quite a number of overhead resistance. You need to clear one by one, which I think can be quite difficult. So okay, so when do I turn bullish on Bitcoin? All right, essentially, right, when price goes back to above 43K, all right, then it tells me that, you know, it cleared the heavy resistance already. All right, heavy resistance. So if I want to be bullish, price has to clear at least 39K and then 43K. Right now, it is still not clearing the 39K and 43K. You guys get what I mean? Okay. So if you take a look at BTC USD, this is the big stem. I will try other exchanges. For example, Coinbase over here, Coinbase over here. All right, can you see the volume it is the same also. It is the same also, right? It's having 39K, 43K. All right, it is the same also. So yeah. So let me see what else. Bybit, not Bybit. Sorry, not Bybit. This is not Binance. BitBay. Not this one. Cannot. No, is it? Gemini. Sorry, I forgot Gemini. Yeah. Same thing again. It is this area 43K. You know, see. So we treat the volume from different exchanges as a proxy. Of course, there's this CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange. This is the Bitcoin futures, BTC. All right. I think it should show me the same thing also. You're talking about this thing. Yeah, same thing. All right. So about 43K, 43K and 39K is the resistance over here. All right. So let's go to the Ethereum right now. I'm trying to remove this thing over here. BTC. Okay. 39K alternate. Oops. Alternate H. For Ethereum. Okay, so this is the chart over here. Where's the sell-off? Can you guys see where's the sell-off or not? The sell-off is over here, right? The 19th of May, right? 2 days ago, right? So I want to zoom in to a lower time frame, maybe 30 minutes, 1 hour chart again, to the sell-off period. I want to see where is the heaviest volume transacted. Where's the heaviest volume transacted? All right. So I'll tend to use the 30-minute time frame. All right, so 19 and 20, it is over here. So very clear cut. For Ethereum, is quite clear cut. So the volume fixed range, I want to find the range over here from here to here. All right, this is the sell-off period to the low over here. All right. So the heaviest volume transacted, it is at about, let me try to add the horizontal line over here. 2.9K. Okay, the exact is about 2966. 2966 about there based on this big stem exchange. So okay, so type 2966 in the comments. 2966. Okay, so this is not funny, but just to tell you where is the huge volume being transacted is at 2966. I repeat, 2966, 2.9K. Heavy volume transacted, heavy volume changes hand. You know, the big whales, the big boys, whatever you call it, they are transacting at that price, 2009, 2966. All right. The whales, the big boys are. Then can you see what happened or not? 2966. Can you see what happened or not? Right, 2966, come down. All right, retest. Didn't exactly hit, right? Cannot break past this 2966. Retest again, cannot break over this 2966. Trying to retest again, 2966 cannot. All right, so it seems to me that there are some big boys, whales defending at this price right now, 2966. Okay, or 2.9 lah, 2.9K lah. Okay, 2.9K, and right now it is continue to fall further. All right, so if you zoom back to the daily time frame, all right, so during this whole chunk of sell-off, right, the volume is transacted at 2966, bulk of the volume. Not much volume over here at the top, not much volume here at the bottom at 2966. So if I really want to be bullish on Ethereum, price has to break above 2966 or at least back above 3K lah, back to above 3K lah. Okay, so do you guys get what I'm trying to say? If you think this is I'm sharing good stuff to you, good value to you, please type value in the comment or type good in the comment, right? While I take a sip of water again. All right, I can't do Facebook Live. Very cold, very thirsty. All right, so for Ethereum wise, if I use other exchanges like Coinbase, it is still showing the same, about 2950, 2966, that area. All right, so that is the bulk of the volume being transacted for Coinbase also. What else? From Coinbase, Kraken. Same, 2934 is for Kraken. All right, so all at the same area. So for what else? Bitfinex. Bitfinex is a bit different. Okay, you can see it's different. So it is at much lower price, but this is not a very big exchange, and so I don't use that. Gemini, I forget it. All right, Gemini, yes, it is also showing at about 2950, 296 something. Okay, so it is the first time that somebody is sharing with you this kind of thing. At what price is the heaviest volume transacted? Using volume profile. Okay, so I think not many people will share that with you. Of course, this is not a foolproof way, but I think this is one of the way to tell me when price might reverse. Okay, I don't want to catch the falling knife. So I'm also not in a hurry to buy now. All right, I personally, even if I want to buy back into crypto, I'm not going to buy into Bitcoin anymore. I'm mostly buying into the altcoins really, because right now Bitcoin, where's Bitcoin? Bitcoin, it is, even right now, it is at 40K that kind, right? What is the chances that it can go to 80K? 3 times 120K, 4 times 160K, that kind of. It could be, but it could take a few years lah. So whether Bitcoin can go to 100K, 200K, 1 million, that kind, I don't want to think so much. I do have a price target, but right now what I'm trying to see is that price need to break above certain level, 43K and 39K, and I will prefer to go into altcoin right now already. So all right, so this is just my view on the Bitcoin and the Ethereum. Let's go back to the chart over here. And one more thing, all right, so one more thing to share with you guys. This is the long-term time frame, long-term trend line I drawn on Bitcoin. Remove the cloud, remove the pivot, remove the CPR, then you can see clearer. Okay, so how I connect the trend line? Pretty simple, all right. So just find the low to low over here. This is a weekly time frame, so every bar is 1 week, so it goes back to 2006. So can you see over here? And this is a swing high over here. This is a swing high over here. This is the swing high over here. And then this is a swing high over here. You might not see it over here, okay? But if you zoom into the daily time frame, you can see this is the swing high over here. So I connected to become the trend line over here. And then right now, can you see when price actually broke up below this trend line over here, and when price start to reverse back again, it is having a number of resistance. Price cannot go back higher. Okay, so I try to add back my cloud, my pivot points, my pivot stacks. So as I mentioned, for Bitcoin, there is a lot of overhead resistance. This trend line over here for this month, at least if it can go back to the S1 level, then you face the S1 level again. When it go back to Cameron level, you hit the Cameron resistance again, then hit the cloud resistance again, then hit the CPR resistance again. So there is quite a number of resistance. Unless some whale or whatever, I don't know, decided to push up the price, which I believe Bitcoin is it's a very manipulated market. In fact, I think all the cryptocurrencies market is manipulated. Okay, if you're not the big boys, it is very hard to win unless you go with the flow, which you need to be nimble and quick. Okay, you get what I mean? All right, so I think that's enough for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Any question on the cryptocurrency before I move on to the ETF in focus? Any question? All right, any question? Let me just again take a break. Any question about Bitcoin, Ethereum, just let me know. Jeffrey is saying a Bitcoin erased intraday gains after China intends to crack down. I think this is not new news really. This is not new news really. Okay, crypto can say whatever it wants lah. So the market will always try to find reasons to tell you why it is falling. All right. There has been James is saying there's been some negative news from Tesla about accepting Bitcoin. Again, I don't think this is one of the reasons also. Of course, price as in news to give you some reason. And now I think many of the people are waiting for Elon Musk to tweet again, he can move the market. Definitely, he can move the market for a short period of time. Anna is asking, Ethereum second big volume price. Ethereum second big volume price. Ethereum second big volume price. Okay, let's take a look. Ethereum second, oh, not here. Ethereum second big volume price over here. Okay, so what I see from here to here, another big volume price is at based on Big Stamp exchange price. This is based on Big Stamp exchange price, about 3.3k, 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 3363. This is 2.9k. All right, so there's also quite a few overhead resistance, quite a number to clear. Altcoin, I don't want to say about altcoin because I am not an expert in altcoin, and I also don't want to try to hint people at what I buy or whatever, because I'm always wrong one. Okay, so don't copy me. So I try not to talk. I don't try not to touch on altcoins. All right, Zhen Jie. And Gary is asking if the big wheels at 43k yet turn. What do you say? If big whales at 43k yet resistance, what do you mean by Gary? What do you mean? I don't really understand what you are trying to say. To me, for Bitcoin, it's pretty simple. If cannot clear 43k, then which means that there is still selling pressure. So at least need to clear 43k. Need to clear 43k. Gary, they haven't accumulated enough. This one actually is very hard to say. I do not know whether they are accumulating or they are dumping. But from what I see from the daily time frame for Bitcoin, at least what I see, all right, this is a consolidation phase. Okay, stage 1, stage 2, markup phase, stage 2, stage 3. This is the consolidation phase. Basically, this is a dumping phase really. The distribution phase by the big boys really, stage 3. And stage 4 is the sell-off phase, stage 4. So basically, this is mostly how all the prices move. There's always a accumulation phase, stage 1. There's a markup phase, stage 2. Stage 3, the distribution stage, and sell-off stage. So I really don't know right now whether they are accumulating or not. I'm not sure, so I cannot tell the answer. All right. Eldrick, I think you entered this Facebook Live a bit later, right? I told the crowd that I sold off my Ethereum already. So I sold at just before the crash, the big crash. Ethereum, it is at about here. I think it's about 3,002, that kind. I already sold already. So I'm not going to hold on for Ethereum. So right now, no. I am basically, I'm not a crypto fanatic. I don't have a very long-term vision about crypto, whether blockchain is good and all this such. So to me, there's always a good time to buy. There's always a good time to sell. And to me personally, knowing when to profit take is a skill. To me, of trading, profit taking is very difficult. Profit taking is very difficult. Right now, if I sell everything, and then Bitcoin go to 100k, Ethereum go to 10k, then you make me look damn stupid, like idiot, Then when I think, I shouldn't have sold it and all and such. Even for trading, right? A lot of times when I want to trade, I wanted to take profit already, but I didn't. I keep on holding and it becomes a loss or my profit become much lesser. So profit taking to me is actually much more difficult than a trigger. You get what I mean? All right. So let me go through. So I have a quote. So the best time to buy is when you don't feel like buying, and the best time to sell is when you don't feel like selling. So this is my personal quote. A lot of time, the best time to buy Ethereum and such, all right, it's here, right? This market when nobody wants, right? During the crypto winter, all right. I bought Ethereum at about, I think it's about 900. Yeah. So I sold at 3,002. So nobody want to buy, so I just buy a bit and try. Yeah. Now, to be honest, I'm not very sure already. Okay, so I'm not very sure. So I'm trying to stay out. Okay, I'm trying to stay out. And again, I want to reiterate, profit taking is actually very difficult. You take profit too early, you say that, I should hold on to it. If you take too late, you say, I should have taken profit too early. I should profit take a bit earlier. All right. Okay, so I think enough for crypto. I'll go to the ETF in focus already. Okay, so let's take a look at the market right now. Oh, but I want to share with you this thing. I forget to share with you this thing. Okay, I'll post a link in the comments. Normally I don't use this, but I thought for Facebook Live it is quite useful for you guys to see. So this is a overall broad view of what the stock market is doing, the whole sector. Okay. So go to predefined group, the sector ETF, and zoom, bam, you can see all the XLY, XLC, XLK, everything. So as a one glance, you know what they are doing. So normally I don't use this, but I think for you guys, it is easier to see on the screen right now. So I really posted the link in the comments. Okay, so for the S&P and the Nasdaq, let me see. Nasdaq is down 0.5%. S&P neutral, 0%, about 0%. YM is 0.5%. Okay, never mind. So the ETF in focus I want to share with you is 10 and 4. Okay, PHO. All right. So where is it? Okay, so ETF.com/10. How many of you actually know 10? 10 basically is the solar ETF. Let me try to close a few of my browser. Okay. ETF, all right, this 10 PAN is this solar ETF over here. And we go through with you. All right, so 10 tracks an index of global solar energy companies based on the revenue generated from the solar related business, blah, blah, blah. So basically it is tracking the solar energy company. And efficiency, basically we see the holdings. I think some of you might know. Okay, so top 10 holdings. Enphase Energy, Solar Edge, First Solar, Sunrun. Okay, so all these are quite familiar with some of you guys. Let's go to the chart for 10. PAN, Solar Energy. All right, so of course, based on the daily time frame, is this a downtrend or a uptrend for this 10 ETF, the solar ETF? I'm sure you guys know. All right, so if uptrend or downtrend, if uptrend, just type uptrend. If downtrend, please type downtrend. Uptrend or downtrend, give me your answer. All right. Kai is down. Yep. Thank you so much for your answer and participation. Only Kai say down only. Eng Chai is saying down. Hello, Eng Chai. Amanda say down. Everybody say down. You guys should know if you've been following me. So basically, for those who are new, right, price below the cloud is downtrend. Based on daytime frame, below the CPR, it is downtrend. Okay, but what I want you to in focus is on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, it is also showing a different story already. Basically, price is still above the cloud, but it has undergone quite a bit of correction already. All right, and right now it is hitting at the pivot level over here. If I add in the yearly pivot over here, the black dotted line over here, you can see price actually hit right smack into the yearly pivot already. All right, and today is actually Friday, end of the week already, and it is also doing this trigger, this price action move called the wash and rinse. This is a wash bar, and then this is a rinse bar. all right, and then the green bar over here. So I am, my bias towards the solar ETF, the 10, is more towards the bullish side right now. I'm willing to take a bet based on the weekly time frame. Although the daily time frame, it is still telling me that it is on a downtrend, even though it's at below the cloud and the CPR over here. Okay, so let me remove the yearly pivot over here in case there are too many lines to confuse you. So how I use this is the reason why I'm looking into 10 is because of my watch list over here. So for the past, I think for the past few days, I keep seeing this 10, 10, 10 in my watch list over here. So today is not. Today is not. Today is only up about very little. Today is only up 0.75%. Okay, so yeah, but for the past few days, it has been showing my watch list. So that's the reason why I go take a deeper look into 10. And of course, right now, I won't chase it. I know price has gone up quite a bit already. Price has gone up from the high to now to the low is up about 13, 14% already. So I won't be entering right now. So I'll be watching the market next week for the solar energy. I'll see how it moves. Price could do a pullback and goes up, or do a consolidation, ping pong, and then try to do a pull up, go up again. So I'm looking for a trigger to enter. So whatever trigger that you're looking at, it is up to you. Okay, this is basically just a trade idea for you to take a look. I'm not asking you to buy right now. I'm not asking you to buy right now. Okay, can I have a consensus? I'm not asking you to buy right now. I'm just asking you to take a look at the 10. Okay, whether you want to buy based on any of your trigger is up to you. But I'm looking at 10. Can right? If everything is good, just type good. And for 10, I'm looking at, and the one I'm looking at is FIR. Okay, PHO. Okay. Just a disclaimer, I am already inside FIR already. Okay, I'm already inside FIR already. So PHO, let's take a look at FIR first. FIR. All right, maybe I missed the Vietnamese kway teow too much. FIR. This is Invesco Water Resources. To be honest, for water, is it under natural resources? Is it under commodities, or is it under consumer defensive, or is it under what? So to be honest, I also don't really know. But I think it's under commodity. Okay, it's under commodity. And this is the PHO over here. Basically, PHO tracks a modified liquidity weighted index of US company that creates product to conserve and to purify water. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so I go to the top 10 holdings over here. Top 10 holding. I think not many of you guys are familiar with these companies. Like, for example, Roper Technology, Xylem, Danaher, American Water Works, Ecolab, Panther, Evoqua. Not a very common kind of company that you always see in the news or whatever. Okay, but it is there. And if you take a look at PHO FIR, all right, nice or not? This uptrend, is it nice or not? All right, this is the COVID sell-off over here. And since the COVID sell-off, it has been trending nicely. Swibo, all right. And right now, the uptrend angle, it is still quite okay at about 45 degrees, didn't really go, at least on the daily time frame, didn't go like that, up. So I think still okay to me, but this is not a early uptrend really. I would say this is more like a late uptrend already, a later stage of uptrend already, a late uptrend already. So I am not interested to hold for a position trade, meaning that I'm not interested, again, I repeat, I'm not interested to hold for a few months to 1 year, that kind. I'm not interested. I am basically interested to hold for maybe a swing trade, a few days to a few weeks. That's all. Okay. And the reason why I entered it is because it is at the central pivot range over here. And then, and the reason why I want to enter is because, okay, price actually tested the CPR once. Boom, 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 go up, test once, right? By right, this is a good chance to enter, but then price came down again over here. So, all right, quite a number of people or the retail trader will place the stop just below the low of this low over here. And then, price actually very tricky. Go and purposely test below the low and trigger the low over here. So I suppose, all the stop loss are being triggered over here, or the stop are being triggered over here, purposely pierce through the low over here. And this is a good sign to me. So basically, it hunted the low over here. All right, there's a lot of liquidity there. All right, those who wanted to buy have a chance to buy because you have a lot of sell order over here. All right. If you put your stop loss here, you want to sell over here. If you want to sell over here, somebody has to buy from you, right? Then they trigger the stop already, and you have a lot of buy order being triggered. You can buy up. So I entered actually yesterday. All right, not at the high, but somewhere in the day in between. Right, after, I think late night lah. I think late night, which is I think afternoon for the US timing. So today it's up 0.62%. Okay, so not the most bullish, but I think this is quite interesting because this is not a commonly known ETF, I suppose so. Like what Kai said, okay, she doesn't know fur. Okay, so I think I share with you something new again, right? So this kind of ETF, have been trending very nice. Nobody talk, nobody share with you guys, right? So fur water resources ETF. Right, so if this fur ETF is something new to you, please type new in the comment. If this fur is something new to you, okay. All right. Intra is asking, do you always enter above the pivot point? Yes, I try to enter at the pivot point area. That's the best, or at the S1 level. Can you see, for example, there are quite a number of opportunities to enter over here. This is the CPR pivot. This is the pivot area, and then here, little part here, pivot area over here. So quite a chance for you to enter. And of course, I enter over here at the pivot area also. Okay, it doesn't mean that I will take profit. Price could just head down like that. Then I'll just take a loss. Okay, so I'm just trying to show you some interesting ETF that you might not know, or some, like for example the 10, price, the trend could potentially turn, Sorry, okay, could potentially turn. So yeah, for the 10 ETF, yep. So I think what I want to share is for today already. So just a recap. I think there are still 250 people in the room right now. So if you haven't liked and share, please give me a like. If you think I provided value in this Facebook Live today, please give me a like and share. All right, this is also to tell Facebook that you want to engage with me and to see more of me in the future on your Facebook feed. All right, give me a like and share. Liking is free. And for the crypto market, all right, I already talked to you that I think crypto might not be, might not bottom yet unless price clear some level. So for example, for the Ethereum price need to clear two levels are basically 2.9K and to clear 3.3K based on the volume profile, which I mentioned based on the heaviest volume transacted at a certain price. This is the 2.9K and the 3.3K. And for BTC, at least I want it to see at least to clear, to go above 39K. All right, and to clear above 43K. Okay, then I can see that there's a chance that Bitcoin might turn more bullish. So at this moment in time, I think it is still pretty unclear to me. And for the stock market, I already mentioned, I said that it is not doing a very deep correction. So I would still want to enter a few of the position because there's opportunity cost if I don't enter, but I won't be stacking or adding a lot more position, just a few position. That's it. I want to stay in the market. In case the price continue to go up and I'm totally out, you see. All right. And ARKK is very similar to 10. Yes, I realized that also. So for ARKK, by the way, ARKK is a ETF or stock that J2, I suppose quite a number of you know about J over here, one of the speakers at the Market Insights Virtual Summit, and also my good friend of mine. And he's the one who always share with me his knowledge on the stocks market and the sector rotation and such. I call him the god, the stock god. Yep. And yes, yeah, almost the same. That's right. That's right. Let's take a look at the up. Right, for ARKK, price also actually hit the yearly pivot. So in fact, I've already mentioned in my earlier set, I'm looking at some of the tech stock once again because I feel that the tech stock has corrected quite decent enough really. So I'm looking back into tech. All right. So if you don't know what to trade, can simply trade the sectors XLK, some of the sector tech ETF. So the tech one, you can see, for example, right. Technology and robotic, what else? Biotech more of health lah. Okay, and what else? Networking, moonshot innovators, quite a number of them. Right, iShares expanded software. So if you don't know what to trade, you can look at some of these tech ETF. So once again, for those who are new to MarketWise Asia, I have this ETF list where I put into my watch list and I can keep track of what is moving today, what is not moving today, and what might move in the future. All right. So this list is totally free. Just need to fill in your name and email address, and I will send the list to you. And the link is over here. Also the link in the comments already. So SK is asking about AG. AG. Silver Corporation. That's a very quick one. So for AG wise, basically for the gold and the commodities and silver, they are all pretty bullish recently. Price is above the CPR over here, but it is still generally in a consolidation phase. All right. For this company, Silver Corp, but generally if you see gold futures, right, it is very clear cut one, gold. All right, very clear cut, price broke above the cloud and right now it's above the CPR. Gold is on a clear uptrend. Silver wise, it is also on an uptrend now. All right, price at above the CPR and above the cloud. But in a broad context, in a broad picture, it is still in a big consolidation zone. But generally, I'm still bullish on commodities. But for commodities, I'm going to show you this. All right, so this is the CRB commodity index, weekly time frame. Okay, so this is the weekly time frame for this CRB index. So commodities has been running since mid last year, and this year it actually ran a lot more and much higher. And to me, it is quite extended already. So if you are not into any commodities related stocks or some of the other stocks, I mean that I don't share much, but basically, okay, just want to share with you, commodities are a bit overextended already. So there might be a pullback in some of these commodity related stocks, like for example, steel, aluminium, copper, which copper right now is. So it's undergoing a pullback right now. Copper, I think copper is copper futures, okay? Right, it is undergoing a pullback right now. All right, but overall, commodities, it is still in a bull market. All right, FCX. Oh yes, FCX, report memorandum. Okay, so it also undergoing a pullback recently, So it is normal. Do not expect price to keep going up all the way and chunk higher without pullback. There will always be a wave up, down. So cannot keep going higher. So wait for the pullback and you might want to enter again. All right. At this moment in time, I'm still bullish on commodity. Interest asking, can indicate the VP for AG. AG wise is a bit tricky one. Let me see. Actually, at one glance, I know where is the bulk of the volume already. Okay, let me see. AG. I'll take from the swing low over here to the high over here. Okay. Right, the bulk of it is at the $17. So right now price is above the $17, which is a good sign, All right, so okay with AG. Just my personal opinion. Yes, Kai, you're right. AG is very gappy, but I think Colin mentioned about AG, right? These are the few silver stocks that he mentioned, or the ETF SILJ, PSIL. Is it PSIL? It's kind of silver ETF miners and such. Okay. So any other question for me? Roland asking for Baba. Baba. All right. So for Baba wise, of course, there's a lot of news regarding the Chinese stocks. Right now, it is still below the cloud and below the CPR, over here. So it is still pretty bearish. But let me take a look for the long-term time frame above for the weekly. All right. If you are really a long-term holder, okay, so I've drawn a trend line over here. So for Baba, actually, price hit the lower end of the trend line. So if you are a long-term investor, hold for maybe, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, that kind, then maybe you can consider Baba. All right, you can do a dollar cost average and buy some if you want to. But overall, the trend is still down because on the weekly time frame, price is below the cloud and the CPR. You get what I mean? It is still bearish. All right, so I'm not interested in Baba right now because I'm talking about in terms of a trading perspective. All right. And Kai, can you pull out the volume profile, the step, please? If you are using a paid trading view, you go to the indicator over here. All right. On the left hand side, you can see volume profile over here. And you choose you want a fixed range, session volume HD, and visible range. So you can just go there and play around with it. All right. Tesla also a hot favorite. Tesla. All right, Tesla is actually okay to me, even though price is below the cloud and below the CPR, and it is starting to reverse a little bit. But overall, I would prefer price to actually hunt this low over here, the previous swing low over here, but it didn't. So I'm still a bit hesitant. Generally, I'm still not keen to enter Tesla, but on the weekly time frame, it has actually hit the upper range of the yearly central pivot range, yearly CPR. So, potentially, price could just turn anytime. We don't know one. So, but right now, I'm not that interested. All right. Kai is asking what did I use? I use the fixed range. So I already save it into my favorite indicator already. So I fixed range. So let's say, for example, Baba over here, then the swing low over here, from here to here, okay, for example. All right, so I know that, the bulk of the volume is from here to here, it is at about 2 to 8, that kind of. All right, does that answer your question, Kai? Ken? All right, so any other questions so far? Alan is asking, did Home Depot also did a wash and rinse 2 days ago? HD. Two days ago. Yes, there's a wash and rinse over here. This is the wash bar. And then this is the rinse bar over here. Yes, Home Depot did a wash and rinse over here. Kenny, how about MSFT? Big Tech should be quite okay one. Right. Big Cap above the cloud and at the S1 level, right? At S1 level is always a good time to buy. This is the last line of defense if it is on the uptrend for a daily time frame perspective. All right. So I have nothing much to comment about Microsoft. Basically, if you are talking about like my previous Facebook Live, intrinsic value-wise, it is undervalued. Uptrend-wise, it is still on an uptrend. All right, so it is, but of course, price is below the CPR, but nevertheless, it is still on an uptrend, and the S1 is a good support to buy in. All right, so a lot of this tech XLK, I think quite okay now. All right. Desmond, wash and rinse is a kind of trigger where it is taught by Vinny Ong, one of the speakers at the Market Insights Virtual Summit. I think I don't have the permission to share because it is not invented, not say invented, it is not taught by me. So I can't share with you so explicitly right now. All right. GMMA, Kai, I know about GMMA, but I don't use GMMA. JD, JDVP. JD first. Okay, JD. For such a big range, like at least for the near-term resistance, I want to see. Actually, roughly know if you use long enough, you should roughly know already. So like this, I'll just do it. This swing over here. All right, so it is at about $77. $77 for JD. All right, so okay, last one, Terence, Huya. I won't go through any other individual stocks already because our time is getting late already. It's already what time already? 12:48 already. Okay, Huya. 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 No lah, because Huya, it is in a very clear defined downtrend. You see the yearly pivot. All right, so no, Huya, no. Below the yearly pivot, and it's near to this low over here already. Okay, so there's a potential chance that price could actually go down low and test the low over here. All right, so all this Huya is bearish lah, simple, because daily time frame it is below the cloud, below the CPR. Weekly time frame it is also below the cloud, and Huya is a bit noisy because you can see it is in a big consolidation zone, that kind. So up down, ping pong, not very easy to trade or even invest. So I will not touch it. All right, this is just my personal opinion. So I think it's already 1 hour, 20 minutes already. So thank you so much for tuning in. All right, so it is already 12:50 a.m. Thank you so much for the 200 people that are still with me right now. So I hope you guys have a good weekend ahead and have a good rest. And I hope next week with the continuous HBL and the work from home will be even a better week for you guys. So yeah, so thank you so much, and I will see you guys next week. All right, thank you once again. Bye-bye.